Hi! In today's episode of Croatia Off the Beaten Path, I'm gonna take you to another rocky trail. It will be in Paklenica National Park, on the mighty Velebit mountain. So stay tuned and let's get to know some secrets of this park. The Paklenica National Park is a part of Velebit, the longest and probably most famous Croatian mountain. The park's most characteristic features are two deep gorges, Velika and Mala Paklenica. The entrances to the national park are also named after them. Before you start your hiking tour, make sure to prepare a map, at least the one you'll get with your ticket. There are about 150 kilometers of hiking trails within the park, so it's quite important to get oriented properly and plan your time precisely. Of course, it's impossible to explore so many trails in a short period of time, so I'll use this video to show you the main spots within the park. In addition, you'll get several pieces of advice which will be useful for planning your visit. The most valuable advice is very simple. Try not to plan too many places in one day. Hiking in Paklenica can be time-consuming, so it's important to adapt your pace. Wherever you decide to hike, you can expect spectacular scenery. In case you get hungry, let me show you 3 objects where you can buy food and drinks, which will be quite a blessing after a long hike. All 3 objects are located along the main hiking route through Velika Paklenica. The closest object to the entrance are the so-called underground tunnels, which were dug out in the rocks you are watching right now. The tunnels were secretly built by the Yugoslav army in 1950s. Today, they've been reconstructed into a visitor center, with a souvenir shop, an exhibition hall, and a cafe called Bunker. The next object to the north is Lugarnica Forest Cottage. You can buy food and drinks there, but make sure you bring some cash, as no credit cards are accepted in the middle of the gorge. Further to the north is Paklenica Mountain Lodge. The lodge is operated by the Paklenica Hiking Club from Zadar. In summer, it's open every day, while in other seasons it might be useful to contact the hiking club in advance. If you're into local dishes and restaurants, you can also lift your spirits at the nearby hamlets called Ramići and Parići. This stream is another attraction of Paklenica National Park. Its name is Velika Paklenica. Its turquoise color will definitely attract your attention, and it will follow you along the most of the trail. Keep in mind that the water's temperature is quite low, even in midsummer, so it's not recommended to have a dip. Probably the most interesting branch from the main route through Velika Paklenica is the trail leading to the Manita Page cave. It's possible to visit the cave only with a guide. In summer, the caves open for only a few hours a day, so it's useful to check the working hours prior to your visit. In addition, keep in mind that the temperature in the cave is around 9 degrees Celsius all year round, so it's worth it to pack some long sleeves for going there. As I've mentioned earlier, there are many more trails within the park, a total of 150 kilometers. Some trails are quite demanding, but I've shown you the ones which are accessible for anyone who is reasonably fit. Still, if you're planning to visit Paklenica with children who are not accustomed to hiking, stick to the rule less is more. The most of the trails are rocky with little or no shade, so make sure that your hiking tour doesn't turn into torture for your 3-year-old or say 5-year-old kid. The good thing though is that you don't have to worry about your children getting thirsty. One of the good things about this trail is that you can find several sources of potable water on your way. Additionally, keep in mind that the weather on Velebit can change in a matter of minutes. That's why you might want to pack a raincoat even during the midsummer. In winters, on the other hand, you should count on strong winds, which is why hiking is not really recommended during that season. Finally, let me give you one last piece of advice. Once you notice on the map that the 2 highest Velebit peaks are located within the park, keep in mind that reaching them is quite time-consuming. You need about 2 to 3 hours from the parking lot to the mountain lodge and then about 5 extra hours to Vaganski Vrh, the highest peak of Velebit. As you also need to come down from the peak, it's quite demanding to go all the way up and return in a single day, even during summer. That's why the most hikers spend the night at the Paklenica mountain lodge before their ascent to Vaganski Vrh or Sveto Brdo. However, I hope that the video helped you create some image on what to expect in Paklenica. Thanks for watching and see you some other time.